Here's Apple Insider's review of the Sonos Move. What's up everyone, it is Andrew here from Apple Insider, and today we are checking out the Sonos Move. Sonos debuted the Move at an event in New York just a few weeks ago, and pretty much since then Apple Insider has been going hands-on to review this new device. This is a first for Sonos, a portable speaker, but it's much more than that. It's one that works just as well in your home as around your home and outside of your home. There is a lot to do with the Sonos, so as we look through this review, we're going to look for what question the Sonos Move answers, and if it was able to really successfully do that. So let's go and check out the Sonos Move and see if it really holds up to the high Sonos standards. So here it is, the Sonos Move, at least out of the box. It comes in a nice microfiber-like bag that can be useful, but doesn't really seem helpful because you can't hold the speaker very well. The speaker is rather large and quite hefty, so putting it into a bag makes it a little bit harder to carry around day to day, but we're nice that they included one at all. The body is largely enveloped in a metal grille that covers the speaker, and the top is adorned with a far-field microphone array, a small light, and a series of controls that are familiar if you've seen any other Sonos product. A play pause in the center with volume up and volume down on either side. A small button in the middle can be used to mute the microphones if those aren't your thing. Around the back we have 3 more buttons: the infinity laden pair button, the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth toggle, and the power button. As far as actually getting power, while it mainly requires the dock, there is an additional USB-C port around the back. This has been great for charging on the go when we don't have our dock with us. Speaking of, Sonos told us they spent a lot of time on the charging dock. It is fairly hefty and it feels nicely designed and has a rubber foot. It has these metal contacts on the back, and when you place your Sonos Move on it, they make contact with the contacts on the back of the speaker and charge it up. Thanks to that oval angle design, whenever you place the Move down, it automatically aligns itself. We never had an issue with the Move aligning, but the problem is the base just moves far too freely. It moves all around the table, and we never seem to have our Sonos Move facing the right direction. We will give Sonos credit for including a long power cable though. Sonos Move operates like any other Sonos speaker. It works great in your house, connects over Wi-Fi, and all of that. But it's also meant to be taken with you, or out on the patio, in the yard, by the pool, or even on vacation. It does so with a grip along the back that can easily allow it to be picked up right off the dock and carried with you. Again, Sonos stressed how much time went into developing that perfect grip, and honestly, it does feel very good and grippy. It allows us to take the Move everywhere. It's super durable, drop-proof, and even can be left in the rain overnight and still be functioning the next morning. The Move was rather large and heavy, which means we didn't want to take it with us quite all the time, which did necessitate having another smaller Bluetooth speaker around. But for the most part, we loved relying on the Move for both indoor and outdoor audio. When not in use, it drops down to a low power standby mode and can be awakened in an instant whenever you send a signal to it, whether through the Sonos app or relying on AirPlay 2. Sonos designs its speakers to last, which means that it'll get software updates in the future, and after about 3 years, that battery can be replaced. It gets about 10 hours on a normal charge, but over time, that's going to degrade. Internally, the Move has the same speaker array as the Sonos One, but it's all custom designed for the Move and far more powerful, all to bring you loud, powerful outdoor sound. Setup is all done through the Sonos app, like every other Sonos speaker. You go through the app, add a new product, press the pair or sync button along the back, after which the app will guide you through adding it to your Wi-Fi and even performing any software updates. It's worth noting we did need to make sure we performed an update to the rest of our Sonos system before we could set up the Move. The Move primarily works on Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi signal was great, but you can easily switch it over to Bluetooth mode whenever you're outside of your home's Wi-Fi range. Another great feature of the Move is TruePlay tuning, which now works automatically. Instead of waving your phone around to tune the Sonos Move like other Sonos speakers, it'll use those microphones on top to automatically tune itself whenever it detects that it's been moved to a new location. It feels very similar to HomePod, and Sonos says they crowdsourced a lot of information from all the manual tunings that have been done over time. In practice, we found that TruePlay tuning worked great, but it was usually more subtle than you may think. Otherwise, this is a Sonos speaker. It can be controlled entirely through the app, grouped with any other Sonos speakers that you have, added to a stereo pair with a second Sonos Move, and everything else you'd come to expect. You can stream from sources right here from within the Sonos app over Wi-Fi and not need that device. Once you go into settings, you can add additional voice services, which in the Move's case can be Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, whichever assistant you prefer to use, and use that far-field microphone array on top to talk to. Or you can add any of these services that there are. There are a ton here. We relied primarily on iHeartRadio, Apple Music, and SiriusXM. There are a ton of different options here, so I'm sure there's some sort of streaming service that you're going to listen to. For us iOS users, the Sonos Move can also be added to HomeKit, which means it works with AirPlay 2 and can be included in scenes and everything else that a AirPlay 2 speaker can do. They can be grouped together for multi-room support with other AirPlay 2 speakers, so you don't have to rely entirely on the Sonos ecosystem. We're still waiting for Apple to ship the automation features that are supposedly coming in iOS 13.1, but when they do, the Move can be added to scenes and automated based on time of day, other actions, you coming and going, whatever you want to do. AirPlay 2 means you can also use Siri. Just ask Apple's voice assistant to play some happy music in the living room, or throw on your favorite jams on the Move. It'll be able to do that, and it's probably the easiest way to actually send something to the Move. Turning to audio quality, we did notice a small decrease in audio quality when we moved from Wi-Fi to Bluetooth. It wasn't huge, but especially with iPhone, which doesn't support aptX, it's definitely a little bit noticeable, but it's still the Move, so it's still going to sound better than most any other Bluetooth speaker out there. But primarily, we found ourselves relying on AirPlay 2 and Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi range was great, so we really used Wi-Fi a lot when we were even around our home. The Move overall sounds great. It definitely has the Sonos sound. When we compared it directly to our Sonos One, it's pretty much the same thing, the same profile, but louder. As we went through our playlist that we use for testing all of our audio gear, we were decently happy with the amount of bass provided. As we went through the playlist and listened to things like Joe Cocker's All Together, there was definitely a good feeling of bass right at the beginning of the song as the guitar comes in. Still isn't a huge amount of bass, it is still a smaller speaker, and a lot of the space is consumed by the battery. If you compare it to the HomePod definitely has more substantial bass, but we prefer the sound of the Sonos Move overall. Basically, the Sonos Move is just a great sounding speaker, one that works in the home as well as outside the home. Sonos really thought through a lot of the details on the speaker, optimizing it for both situations. We found that it really did have a good wide sound, which was really beneficial because the sound does not come out of both sides, just one. So it really needs that large sound wall to fill an entire room. And the Move was loud. It was usually too loud for indoors if we tried to crank this thing all the way up, but keeping a normal volume inside was great, and outside it was perfect for large gatherings. So that's it. That's the Sonos Move. It is Sonos' version of the ideal speaker, one that works powered on your counter, one that works as you move room to room. It goes with you out on the porch or your patio, and it goes further as you go on vacation or to the beach. It works in the rain, works inside, pretty much works wherever you need it to work. It's got smart assistants built in the form of Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. It doesn't include Siri support in there, but since it does work with AirPlay 2, you can automate it and include it in smart home HomeKit scenes. It works with Bluetooth as you travel outside your home and lose track of Wi-Fi, and it just really overall is an amazing speaker. The problem is it has a high price tag, which you can kind of justify to yourself by the fact that it necessarily kind of replaces two devices. You don't have to buy a Sonos speaker for in your home and a second portable speaker for outside your home. So in that way, it could easily be justified. For me, that's exactly what I've kind of been able to do internally, because I do want a great sounding speaker for inside my home, but I also want a speaker to take with me places, just to go outside on the patio to listen to music. I don't want to have to put another device out there. I don't want to take other things with me. I like having that one device and kind of simplifying things. It is expensive, but it sounds great and it kind of fits all the requirements that I have for a speaker. There are minor issues like the size, the weight, the no USB output, and no omnidirectional sound, but those are kind of minor qualms with an overall amazing device. So what do you guys think? Let us know down below in the comments, and if you are like me and you love the Sonos Move, you can pick one up at the links below in the description, and let me know what you think on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow AppleInsider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.